Hello, welcome back.
Hi,
Needles
everybody.
Nuances.
Happy Monday.
Yes, it's Monday. Well, when you're listening to this, it will be Tuesday, but we are recording
That's
on
true.
Monday
Okay,
night.
fair enough. Happy
Tuesday.
We're supposed to record on Sunday, but life. And then today, my almost 5-year-old faked sick to stay home from school. So we really started off this week very strong. And
Um,
by that I mean I got nothing done.
yeah, well, I
am feeling real sick coming on. My son had a cold all last week, and I know it's coming. It's on its way to me, so I'm feeling it. It's incubating, so I'm excited for that. It's gonna be great.
Yay. I love that for you.
Thank you.
So happy. So we had a lot of fun last week talking about our needlepoint goals. We had a bunch of
Mhm.
people comment on our Instagram and share some of their goals. And I feel like a lot of us have similar sentiments, like stitching our stash,
yes, that seemed to be
The most popular one was stitching our sash.
trying to do some self-finishing. Well, that's not one of your goals, but that is one of
It's
mine.
not. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give it up completely.
Really?
I don't enjoy it. I
No,
get
it's not fun.
it's not fun. I get very frustrated. It actually really hurts my hands, and I don't mind paying somebody. And I say that maybe I'll finish like my round ornaments, like when I do those
Mhm.
occasionally, because I really am not working on round ornaments right now. But anything else, like I'm okay with sending it off. I'm okay with that. And I have a lot of finishing stuff that takes up a lot of room, which we'll get into with our organization today. But I don't need it because I don't enjoy it, and I don't really think I care to do it anymore. I
I mean,
gave it
there's
the old
no
one
better
too.
reason,
I know,
no better
right?
reason
I
to
don't
give
have
it up
time.
if you hate it.
I don't like it. So I think I'm just gonna call it quits, maybe on like the occasional round. And if I want to do a gift that I need done quickly, that's great. But
Yeah.
like my blocking pads, I'm gonna get rid of those. I just I don't like it. So I'm not gonna do it anymore.
I mean, good for you. It's not that fun.
Thanks.
I can't say
No.
I love it. But I'm not gonna give it up yet because,
No, you're good at
you
it.
know, I'm decent. I am taking a finishing class in a couple weeks at Savannah Needlepoint. I feel like they released those just in time as we were like talking about our goals, and I said my goal was to learn how to sew on my own cording. So I'm gonna
that's a good
learn
one.
in a couple weeks. So I'm very excited about that
Good.
to
That'll be
do
fun. And
that.
It doesn't count towards your no buy to July because you can take as many classes as you want. So good
Right.
for you.
Except, you know what will likely kill my no buy before July is the fact that I am now will be attending Needlepoint Palooza in
Oh,
March
you're
in
going?
Greenville. I'm
Oh,
going.
good for you.
Someone was selling a ticket. I bought it, got a hotel room. I have to stay like 15 minutes away, but it's fine. Because I didn't have enough Marriott points for like the downtown hotel. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
stock it and maybe it'll drop in points. Um, but it felt doable since I got my hotel on points and I wasn't paying for both. So I'm
Yeah.
just paying for the retreat. So I
That'll be
mean,
fun. My mom's going. Hang
is
out
she
with my
really?
mom. Yeah,
Oh
she's
my God,
going.
yay! I'm so
I know.
excited. Wait, I wish you were coming.
I know. I don't have the PTO for it. I gotta save
Oh
it.
yeah, that's right. That's right. You
I
have to
gotta
save
save
it.
it.
Well, okay, I'll hang out with
Yeah,
your
there you go.
mom.
Hang out with my mom. She'll love it.
That'll be great.
She's like,
And Shelly, do you remember Shelly Jones from Stitch Club, from well, Columbia Stitch Club or Palmetto Stitch Club,
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
like speaking
Oh,
at
I didn't
it one of the
know.
days. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
how cool.
She is
She
so
is so
sweet.
talented. Oh my gosh, she is so talented.
I didn't know that she's like a chiropractor actually. And when
Yeah.
I posted about my stitching induced like carpal tunnel mother source thing, she emailed me a bunch of stretches. And I was like,
Oh,
you're
so
so neat.
nice. That's so nice.
Here.
Of course she did. She does, I
So
think she does like hand embroidery too. I mean, she is so talented.
I'm excited to see her
Beautiful work.
again
Yeah.
at
How fun.
Palooza. Great. Tell your mom I'm going.
I will
Tell her let's hang
save
out.
you a seat
Save me a
with the cool
seat.
crowd. I don't
But
know
I
if I'd be
have
invited either.
I have a feeling that we'll break my no buy
Well,
ban. But I feel like it's kind of like a caveat to that because everything will be on sale because I think they give like discounts there and basically do trunk shows and like I have to support the designers that are there supporting us. So like it's a gray area.
well, look through this designers, what their stuff is, and add things to your wish list. Don't just buy
Correct.
when you
Correct.
see them, because then you don't need that instant gratification. Just if you see something that you like, oh, if this designer has this one, I will buy this.
Excellent point. I
Thank
will need
you.
to do that
And the
before I
wish list
go.
is a really good tool, I think.
I know. I do need to clean up my wish list actually because I'm pretty sure my wish list right now is like actually out of control because it's just like, oh, I like that. I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like, oh, like not everything on there is like a, oh, I must have it.
Yeah. We'll talk about that one day with our, have we talked? I don't even know if we talked about wish lists. I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either.
We can do it again. We can do an updated wish list.
Add it to the list.
Yeah.
No, but today we're going to talk about organizing what our stashes, our tools, our fibers, all of the things. This feels
Mm-hmm.
like a good follow-up to needlepoint goals and like kicking off the new year still. I actually spent some time last week reorganizing everything, and I feel like you did that a little bit this weekend too, or you at least started
I
to.
did it a
So
little bit. I started. I was really, my mom surprised me with this really awesome chest of drawers from my grandmother's house. I'm looking at it right now. It's in the corner of my living room and it's nice and big. So my plan is to be able to put at least 90% of my needlepoint stuff in that chest of drawers,
love it.
which is why I need to, destash my finishing stuff because I just don't use it. I don't want to use it. So, and that takes up a lot of room. So my plan, I mean, I have stuff everywhere, but yes, that's my plan, is to put all my needlepoint stuff in one section of my house. We'll see how it
I
goes.
love that. Mine is all in this office here.
Yeah.
There's at least that, but I did pull out the way I organize all of my stuff, and I figured I could show you guys. You feel like yours gonna be so neat in one chest of drawers. Mine's
Well,
like
we'll see.
try.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
I had to reorganize the other day because I had everything shoved in this big corner, and I was like, I can't look at this corner anymore.
I know it makes you stressed. It's not, it
It
just, a
does.
stressed mind is not great.
It does. So are you gonna what? Do like one drawer for canvases, one drawer for
So
fibers? Like,
that's what I'm thinking. Right now, I have these little guys. I don't know what do you want to call these? They're like refrigerator organizers, really.
mhm.
So my sparkle threads go in here, most of them. I like having a big chest of drawers because these can't stack, so there's no point in putting them on shelves with the cards
Could like
poking out.
line them
So,
up.
but nice long drawer. These can go side by side. So that's my plan with those. And I actually have started with my DMC threads, which I love DMC. I'm not knocking on DMC.
Okay.
I love it. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, I don't know. I'm okay with putting them in individual Ziploc bags and in a great big shopping bag and in a closet. And I can go
Mhm.
find what I need. So I'm doing that. That's not very like pretty or aesthetic, but it's going to get out of my way. So all of my DMC thread is going into Ziploc bags, individual colors, and I'll just throw them in a giant shopping bag and hang them up in a closet. And when I need a certain color, just deal with it. Just have to dig through. It's fine. It's no big deal. So that's my plan with that. So that's my start on the thread, and then everything else. I don't know. What are you doing with your threads?
Well,
Your
I'll show
fibers,
you.
excuse me.
Man, the fact that you're putting all of yours in a bag and hanging it up is about to make me feel a little OCD with what I'm about to show everyone.
I know it's not like my preference, but I don't have room to do all of them in that chest of drawers.
Well, I'll show you some canvas things real quick, and then I'll get to threads. So I have a lot of canvases on my wall and bulletin board up here that I know are kitted, so that I can just like see a bunch of them and like figure out what I want to stitch. And then on this side of the wall, I'll put pictures of this up, is like my samples of my designs for stitching.
Mhm.
And then the rest of my stash, I'm only showing the binder for 13-inch because if I showed the binder for 18-inch, then people would judge me.
I
So
doubt it.
oh no. They love it. So I have a
Oh,
bunch of
that's nice.
binders. These are printables from Dogwood Hill. She has like free printables on her website as like binder covers, and they're very cute. And so I have a section for kitted, and then a divider for not kitted, and then everything is in like
Oh,
binder
well
sheets.
done. Yeah.
So I have one of those for my 13 mesh canvases. I have one for 18 mesh, and since it was getting a little crowded in there, I also this weekend made a binder dedicated to just Christmas canvases.
Yeah, you
Just to
have
keep
to.
them together and at least like know where all the Christmas stuff is.
Yeah.
So that's how my canvases are organized. And then onto threads. So I need to put a cover in here, but this binder has all of my sparkle thread. So it's by color. And
Mhm.
this is all just sparkle. So Silk-Made Braid, Silk-Made Plus, Glisten. If it sparkles and it's on a card, it's in
It goes
here.
in there. Awesome.
And then I have another binder that is like just like the neon rays, like non-sparkly ribbon, any of the ribbon type fiber cards like those
Mhm.
are also in a binder, just a separate one than the sparkle. And these are just, we can pop one up. Baseball card holders
I love that.
that I have these in. But make sure I made the mistake first of ordering a big pack and they were a little too small. My husband was very excited because they do still fit baseball cards. So they need to be at least 2.75 inches, the spaces to fit these.
Like the height or the width?
Sorry, the width.
The width. Okay.
I had gotten ones that were 2.5 and they didn't fit.
Ooh.
So that was annoying.
Yeah.
And then all my binders. So I have back here, you can kind of see it. This is a Wayfair version of that elusive blue Costco cabinet that everyone was obsessed with last summer.
Mhm.
I don't have a Costco where I live, and
That's
the
still shocking to me.
Costco cabinet was going to be too long anyways.
Yeah.
So this side has like the top is all of my binders, stretcher bars, a big bag full of kits of like kitted stuff. And then the bottom is all my finishing stuff. And then the other side is like literally all my Cricut stuff, like all of my vinyl for Cricut and all of that stuff. Why are you laughing? I mean, yes, I do. I'll caveat that I work from home, so I do have an office and I have made half of it a needlepoint room. More than half. I have a little tiny workstation over there, and the rest is like needlepoint.
Yeah.
I have all my beading stuff in here so far, just because I don't have a ton, but it was like easy to fit and it's zipped up. And then the rest of my fibers, I had bought a bunch of these like briquettes from the Container Store, and I didn't need all of them. So I put one on my stack that is like, I could just toss threads into willy-nilly so that when I'm like, if I finish a color in a project and I don't immediately have time to go like file it in the right spot.
That's my
So I'm just
problem.
making myself a little go back pile in this basket.
That's a good idea.
I'm
See,
sounding so crazy doing that.
I have that problem. I have
So many project bags that I love that have kitted, like I kitted my stuff and I just haven't unpacked them yet.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
so bad with that. I'm
I had
so
a
bad with
huge,
it.
I had a whole like one of the big project bags full of stuff that needed to
Mhm.
get organized. And so that's why I finally did that. So now this is just stuff from like the past weekend of stitching. I have a little one with like straw silks. The Tilly Thomas ribbon cards are too big for the baseball card things, like my river silks. It's just
Yeah.
in here. essentials cards are in this. It has a
Oh.
lid,
But that's
so it
nice.
can stack. I had my like neon rays like sparkle threads in here too, but they're too tall, so it wouldn't close.
Send me the link to that. That's really cute.
I will. I forget where I got this. I think Container Store or something. And then this was my big project the other day. These are, and I know a lot of people use these, I think, the photo
I got this.
organizers from Michaels. I ended up with 2 for 18 count and 1 for 13 count. So I just separated it by size so that I could like easily go pull when I need to like pull thread for a project. And then they are just like in rainbow color order. So I can
I
just
do-
be like,
I-
The
oh, I need
exact same
yellow.
thing. Yeah, I have the exact
And-
same thing.
They're all stacked over here. And so that's my new system. And I feel like it kind of
Love
took a
it.
while, but it feels very like everything has a place and I like can easily find what I need, hopefully.
Now I'm thinking about it.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit all my stuff in one dresser. It's gonna be interesting.
One
It's
dresser?
a deep dresser.
One dresser for fibers, one dresser for canvas.
It's a deep dresser. My husband has the office here, and I feel like I'm gonna have to be like, listen, you're gonna have to give me a little bit of space.
Well, he doesn't work from home though, does he? He goes into the office.
Here and there, he works from home,
Oh,
but
I
he
was
also
gonna
does
say.
he does other things like not at work. So, but yes, I have these little pencil cases that I'm planning on using for various small tools. I got these on Amazon. I'm
I love
gonna try to crank up the Cricut maybe one day. Yeah. And then I found these at Hobby Lobby. Have my lights in
Only
here,
'cause I
these
have
little
some of those too.
packages. I know they're so great, and I love the colors. I like the pastel. And right now I'm keeping this is so ridiculous. I keep all of my tools. Shut up. I keep all of my tools in here. I got some beading thread. All of my beads are in another a nicer box, but they're back in the bedroom. So beading thread, tools, my tacks for my stretcher bars, all of that goes into this little box right here. And then I'm not as organized as you are quite yet. I'll get there. I have to get there. I'm hoping to have one specific drawer in that dresser for whips, so I can just like pull out the whips and keep them going, because right now they're really spread out and I don't have to look at them. I don't want to look at them,
Yes.
and I need to finish them because that's my biggest goal this year, is to work on my whips. But I keep looking at this at my stuff and I'm like, ooh, I want to work on that next. And I'm like, no, ma'am, you gotta finish. Like, look at those 2 whips back there. I gotta do them.
I did that the other day because I have whips. My whips are not as organized. I have like some in my corner by my chair. I have some on the couch, like on my coffee table. I have some over here. And then I don't know why I did this, but I stretcher barred like 3 new projects the other day. Just because I was like, I might be wanting them to work on them.
I need to just like hunker down and do it. And then of course I have my
I have 2 caboodles. This is actually my finishing caboodle, which I don't really want to do anymore, as I've said a million times.
Okay,
But
well, I'll take all your finishing supplies.
you can take all of this stuff. So I mean, after I learned how to do the cording and stuff, now I'm like, I don't want to do it. So, oh well,
Yeah.
it's fine. That's okay too. You learn you don't like to do things. It's totally okay.
It's fine. Yeah, it's like, yeah, don't do it if you don't want to do it.
Yeah, life's too short.
Yeah. The Amazon pouches that we have also make great for like little toolkits. So I put together this little one because we end up with like a million versions of everything. Like I have a million needle threaders and like a million pairs of scissors and whatever. So I put like small versions of all the tools in here that I like mainly use, including the snag nabbit. And this one is small enough that I can throw it in my purse with like a very small whip, So if
Yeah,
I'm
little
going to
on
like a
Go.
gymnastics class or a doctor's appointment and I don't want to take like a big bag with a whole
Mhm.
project bag in it, I keep like a small whip going at all times that can fit in my purse.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
just
gosh,
throw it
yeah.
in with this and easy peasy.
I love catch-alls. They're the best with that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Oh, you just made me realize how far behind I am. I'm kind of bummed out now.
I took some when I finished working Friday afternoon, I like I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
because like all of the big photo boxes and stuff, like I don't have a cabinet to put them in, so they are like under my desk in a big
Yeah.
open hole over here, but that open hole was becoming my like just tossing stuff in there. There were tote bags in there. There was like
Your
just stuff
laundry
just
chair.
shoved in there. Yeah, it was like my laundry chair for my office stuff, basically. And I was like, I can't look at this. The mess is stressing me out. I need the space to feel clean
Mhm.
and organized. I'm okay with stuff being there because now it's stacked up in nice, neat plastic bins that stack perfectly.
Yeah, and everything has
That's
a nice.
fine.
That's what's important.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. Maybe I'll do a little office tour
You should.
on our Instagram, just so people who might not watch on YouTube or whatever can
I was going to say there's
see
a
what we're
lot of
doing.
visuals in this one that we need to
I
maybe.
know. I'll do a tour.
That's a good
I'll do a
idea.
reel once I put it all back
I will
together.
not do one right now, but I will maybe do a before and after picture.
You should do that for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
of my living room, my formal living room that is turned into my laundry chair of my house right now. So,
It sounds like it's your needlepoint room. So
ugh, I don't like that though. So we need to get it nicer because it's got pretty nice things in here, and I'm just like, oh, it doesn't need to have.
Yeah, but it can be like a pretty needlepoint room.
I could if it was in all beautiful dressers. And
That's
these two
true.
dressers
That's
right here
true.
actually are a lot of wasted space. So I'll probably use, I don't know how to point. I'll probably use those. So,
Do you follow Naptime Stitcher on Instagram?
mhm.
I love her. But she reposted a tour of her needlepoint room. She has a needlepoint room in her house and she reposted it the other day. I knew I'd seen it before, but it is so stinking cute. And I'm like,
Ugh,
I wish I didn't
jealous.
also have to have
Work
my
stuff.
work stuff
I know.
in my quote unquote needlepoint room. It is my home office for my job that pays me money. But I'm like, I would love if her little room is so cute. And I was like, I want this.
I know. If I was still
Oh, like it's back when we were in college and out of college, I lived in that little townhouse and it was three
Mm-hmm.
bedrooms, but I only had one roommate. So I turned my third bedroom into a closet. And now I'm like, man, that would have been just a sick needlepoint room. But oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Weirdly, why did we weirdly have so much space in those
Oh,
houses?
that's right. You lived in them
Like,
too.
I lived in the retreat. Did you live in the
Oh, what am I
retreat?
thinking? I'm thinking of somebody else, but you were like good
No,
friends with them.
but I lived in the retreat and uh my closet,
It was like a
I
giant walk-in
I
closet.
know that some people would like get extra roommates to live in the retreat, like dudes who don't care and like used the closet
closets.
of my like whatever my room was as a bedroom. And like no joke, you could have fit. I had a dresser in there. I had clothes just like everywhere. You could fit a twin bed in there. And like when I had a lot of people visiting me, like when a bunch of friends came for like my 21st birthday and stuff, people like slept in that closet. We fit like 2 air mattresses in there.
And now it's like I just
Need a corner of my house.
Do my old lady crafts.
Ugh. Back then, I only had one I had a Vera Bradley bag of stuff because I would just
Oh, that's
take
so
it
cute.
to and from, to and from,
That's so cute.
do it like at night. No one was looking at me because it wasn't cool back then. These girls don't have any idea now.
And now it's like, am I cool enough to be doing this?
I
Just kidding. I definitely am.
I won't even call myself a pioneer, but I've been doing it a long time.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. I mean, because your mom taught you. Man, I'm so excited. This is like so off that topic, but I'm excited your mom's coming. Maybe I could
know.
like I'm excited to like
Excited.
She can't wait.
meet some of the older Stitcher, like older
I was
than
about to say,
me.
she'll
Like
kill you. Just kidding.
I don't mean that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sorry. The previous generation of Stitchers and
Yes.
hopefully learn some stuff from them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I'm sad I can't go, but I mean, alas, adulting, which apparently is not cool to say anymore. Sorry.
PTO.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't keep up.
I can't keep up either.
The terms change every 5 seconds. I try my hardest to keep up and I can't.
Oh, it's going to be so fun to go to Needlepoint Palooza.
I know. That conversation just veered a hard like left turn from organization to
I know, sorry,
back
that
to
was
me
on
talking
me.
about Needlepoint Palooza again.
Sorry.
Guys, we're tired.
I know, it's 8:45. I'm like an hour out of my bedtime.
I know, and just again, yeah, my like I said, my daughter like faked sick today, so just like I still feel like I have so much to get done today. Well, her butt will be going back to school tomorrow.
She's starting it early. I fake sick too, but I don't think I started that early.
I mean, her acting was impeccable this morning. Like, but it's so hard because, and yours probably isn't there yet because maybe boys are less dramatic at this age, but also like I don't know if he has like figured out how to fake sick yet, but like you don't want to discredit them because something
Right.
might actually be wrong. But
Mm-hmm.
she's like woke up and she's kind of crying and she's like, my leg hurts, my armpit hurts. And we're like, you probably just slept on it funny. It's okay. But she's like sobbing in a manner that was like not her usual demeanor.
Yeah.
And my husband's like, we can't like send her and make her teachers deal with this. And eventually she was then like shortly later she was totally fine. She's like hanging all over my neck. I'm like, oh, your arm feels better, I guess, if you can hang on me. So you want to go to school? And she's like, no.
It started.
And I mean, again, the acting was impeccable. I think she thought she was just going to watch TV all day. And so we we decided to teach a tough lesson and there was no TV. We
That's
were
what my
like,
parents did.
you can play with your toys or you can quote unquote read your books or
Mm-hmm.
you can sit here in silence. But like, no.
That's what my parents did. They're like, if you're really sick, but you can't watch TV, and I'd be like, I guess I'm going to school.
Well, that's what we thought would work this morning and it didn't. And then by the end of the day, we were like, do you miss school? Do you miss your friends? Do you wish you got to school? And she was like, yeah. For reference, my daughter turns 5 on Friday, so that does feel very young to start the acting on getting out of school, but I guess not. I guess not.
You're setting a precedent.
I don't know where she possibly got the dramatics from. Could it be
Well,
me?
I don't think you're dramatic.
Could it be me?
It's
No,
Scott.
it's definitely Scott. That's what we're gonna go with. No other parental influence besides that. So yeah, this week is really off to an interesting start, but I feel like everyone can probably relate.
I'm sure if they can't, then they will.
Well, now I feel disorganized because I took all this stuff out of its
Don't.
places to show on the pod and now I feel like I have to go put all this back together before we go to bed.
Ugh,
Our 9 p.m.
just
bedtime,
can't.
like
I
the old
can't.
ladies that we are.
I'm not even ashamed anymore. It's the best thing about turning 30. I'm not 30. I turned 30 like 4 years ago, but I stopped caring when I turned 30.
Yeah, I think I've been working on that since I turned 30 as
It was
well.
amazing. It was the best thing that ever happened to me was turning 30. I love being in my 30s.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Although now I'm like in the middle ground of it since I turned 35
Mm,
in November, and I'm like, oh,
that'll be me in September.
this year I'll be closer to 40 than 30.
That's okay. Better than
And
the alternative, as my dad says.
and I still don't think I have figuring out what I'm doing with my life. And then in some ways I'm like, I'm not old enough to be married with
I'm a
children.
teen
And like
mom.
I'm a teen mom. That's like I can't. I don't know what's happening. But alas, here we are. Not teen moms. Very much adults.
We are just starting to turn towards tired, crazed out, so we need to
Yeah, we should
say goodbye.
end this before it gets weird. Thanks for
Yeah.
getting organized with us. I think next week we have a few topics in mind. We definitely want to do some LNS talk, some seasonal stitching, some
I was
finishing
gonna say
ideas.
we did record that seasonal stitching episode, but the audio and the visual, like it just didn't work. And so I wouldn't mind like
Yeah.
talking about seasonal stitching again because I thought that was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Let's do that next week. So join us
Yeah.
next week to talk about seasonal stitching. And
And we won't be doing it late at night, so
we won't be delusional.
right. We won't be, it's not gonna be correct. We will be more on topic the whole time.
With it.
It was tough with this one because there's a ton of visuals. So if you're listening and you
Yeah.
can't see, I mean that's a pain. So I totally get it.
So we'll put a tour up and sounds good. Have a
Yeah.
good day, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.